On the news tonight, ARRS declares zero tolerance for cash revenue collection in Anambra State. Anambra lawmakers pay condolence visit to family of their fallen colleague. Police arrest 82 suspects for multi-dollar cyber fraud. And on the foreign scene, Hamas hands over 3 Israeli hostages in 5th Gaza exchange. Security is yet to stay in Anambra State in the Anambra. Remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 08002200008. And welcome to the news at 7:30 p.m. I am Ogene Romeo Gogome. In a bid to nip in the bud the actions of non-state actors in revenue generation, the Anambra Internal Revenue Service (ARS) has declared zero tolerance for cash collection in the revenue drive, warning that any revenue collector caught collecting cash will be criminalized. Queen Aniborgo reports that the managing director of ARRS, Professor Greg Ezilo, who disclosed this during a press briefing at the agency's headquarters in Oka, said the actions of non-state actors are inhibiting revenue growth through cash collection.
Many voluntary taxpayers in Anambra State for their patriotism. Professor Ezilo noted that the taxes in the Anambra pays are working for them, as can be seen in the quality and expansive road infrastructure and other facilities that Governor Chukwuma Soludo is building across the state, which he said are second to none. He noted that because many in the Anambra are willingly paying their tax, AIRS is determined to partner with everyone to ensure that they upscale the revenue to enable the governor to see more money to build more infrastructure.
TransPay is now online real-time payment solution that has come to stay. He may be sleeping or just gisting somewhere, and he receives a debit alert on his phone with a thank you message from ARS. Thank you for paying your IGR, and do have a good ride in the next week.
Contributing, an executive director in the agency, Mr. Ben Okafor, throwing more light on the pay-as-you-work program, said it is designed in such a way that the keke rider using it will only pay his revenue as he works, adding that it will be very helpful to keke riders.
Pay as you go, because if you recharge your phone, as you keep making calls, you keep doing what?
Pay.
So once you don't work,
there's no reason
no
to
pay. Okay, so that is pay as you go, and it will help all of them. The design of this program is the only time it can accommodate you is when you want to go to church. He knows the number of distance from where you park your keke to church.
The management of Chukwuemeka Odumegu University Teaching Hospital Amaku Oka has handed over a mentally disabled accident victim back to her family after 5 months of abandonment in the hospital. Addressing the press during the handover, the Chief Medical Director of Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital Amaku Oka, Dr. Joe Akabike, narrated how a good Samaritan brought and abandoned the patient, Ms. Chineye Amuji, a native of Apakume in Udi, Enugu State, but lives in Nibo, Oki South local government with her parents. Correspondent Gabe Alokwe filed in the report.
Dr. Akabuike further revealed that the victim, Ms. Chinenye, sustained various fractures and injuries, necessitating several operations and treatments on her worth over 1 million naira cost. The CMD said it took them time to locate the family members of the patient because the mentally disabled patient could not give information about herself, and thanked Governor Soludo and the individuals who assisted them in offsetting the bill of the patient.
She had fracture, and also we found out that the patient is also mentally deranged and could not give us any information about herself. So we took the responsibility of taking care of her. She had several operations, fracture that has healed. And we are glad that eventually somebody came up somewhere from the announcements and said that that they know her. So we are glad that we have, through the assistance of the hospital, we have treated her and she's alive.
Narrating their ordeal, a family member of the victim, Mrs. Ifnanya Onyejiaka, said that they had been looking for their sister for 5 months till someone posted the patient's video online from where they traced her to the hospital.
After I did the last week, now case we when I go over the case take care of my sister. When I can only do in one way or the other, we contribute to this my sister where the chona or the when I can only open. A boy is with an oil, but I'm magic. Now, Jesus.
The Anambra State House of Assembly has paid a condolence visit to the family of the deceased member, Honorable Justice Azuka, in his country home at Onitsha, in Onitsha North Local Government area of Anambra State. Recall that Honorable Azuka, a member representing Onitsha North 1 constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, was kidnapped on December 24, 2024, only for his decomposed body to be found after 6 weeks at the Second Niger Bridge, Onitsha, by a combined security team. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somto Chukwudeze, who led House members to the visit, consoled the wife and the mother, as well as numerous family members and relatives who were on hand, describing the death of Honorable Azuka as shocking and painful to the State House of Assembly. The Speaker enjoined them to trust in God, and who he said is the true comforter, and prayed God to grant the soul of Honorable Azuka eternal rest. From a House member and Commissioner for Special Duties, Honorable Beverly Ikendiche, was in the company of the state lawmakers who paid the condolence visit. Stakeholders of Anambra East Local Government Area, Anambra State, have pledged to do everything possible to ensure peaceful coexistence between Ezeagulu to Aguleri and Umoba Anam, who are currently in a land dispute. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports that the stakeholders pledged at Government House Oka after a meeting with Governor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by his deputy, Dr. Yeka Chukwubezem, who is also the chairman of the state's boundary committee. In their various remarks, the mayor of Anambra East Local Government Area, Sir Ifeanyi Chinweze, traditional ruler of Aguleri, Igwe Michael Idigo, and former member representing Anambra East at the State House of Assembly, Honorable Obinna Emegnaka, thanked the government for wading into the matter, giving amicably resolving it, as promised to contribute their quota to ensure that peace returns in the area. The Anambra State Police Command said its operatives attached to Abagana Divisional Headquarters, in conjunction with the state vigilante operatives, have arrested one Anthony Kosiso Chukwu over the death of his elder brother, Emmanuel Okafor, aged 45 years. The 37-year-old Kosiso Chukwu hails from Adegbe village, Abagana, in Ijikoko local government area of the state. The arrest of the suspect was made known in a statement signed by the Anambra Police Command spokesperson, Tochukwu Ikenga, on Saturday. According to him, the suspect confessed to having engaged the victim in a fight over a heated argument about using foodstuff in the house. Kosiso Chukwu was said to have used a stick to pierce the deceased's chest. The victim was rushed to the hospital and was confirmed dead by the doctor on duty. The statement maintained that the incident was quite disturbing and highlighted the importance of addressing domestic violence and conflicts among family members. It added that the case has been transferred to the homicide section of the State Criminal Investigation Department, OCA, and shall be charged to court on the conclusion of the investigation. And still to come on the news, the Nigeria Police Force has arrested 82 individuals for financial and cyber-related crimes, including internet fraud, identity theft, and cryptocurrency scams. The crackdown, led by the National Cybercrime Center, is part of the effort to combat cybercrime and restore Nigeria's reputation on the global stage. Correspondent Princess Ekwiajide tells us more.
During During a press briefing at the NCCC office in Abuja, the first PRO, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, paraded key suspects involved in multi-million-dollar fraud schemes. Among the suspects are Saidu Adam Usman and Yusuf Umar, accused of using pre-registered SIM cards and email addresses to create fraudulent money point accounts. Their operations allegedly facilitated illegal transactions over 400 million naira. Another major suspect, Rabiu Aliu Salisu, also known as Rabo, was arrested for identity theft and money laundering. He was said to have posed as an American citizen, defrauding an unsuspecting U.S. woman, Deborah Woods, of $597,000. The police also secured the arrest of Idowu Smart Emmanuel for cyber stalking and defamation. He later confessed to making false allegations online. The force has reiterated its commitment to cracking down on cyber criminals and warned Nigerians to be cautious while conducting online transactions.
National Cybercrime Center conducted a successful raid based on credible intelligence on a cyber criminal hideout at IPEN2 Estate, Lokugoma, Abuja on January 31st, 2025. The suspects, having confessed to the crime, and further investigations are still ongoing to reveal other members of the syndicate. Those complicit will be charged to court upon completion of the investigation.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
And on the foreign scene, Hamas militants handed over 3 Israeli hostages on Saturday as part of the 5th exchange under a fragile Gaza ceasefire, with 183 prisoners held by Israel due to be released later in the day. The swap comes after U.S. President Donald Trump proposed clearing out the Gaza Strip of its inhabitants and for the United States to take over the Palestinian territory, a plan that has sparked global uproar and been rejected by Hamas. Close relatives of Israeli hostage Eli Sharabi react as they watch on television screen his release along with 2 other hostages in the Gaza Strip at the family home in Tel Aviv. Jubilant crowds in Israel's commercial hub, Tel Aviv, cheered as they watched live footage of the 3 hostages flanked by masked gunmen brought on stage in their El Bala before being handed over to the International Committee of the Red Cross. The stage was festooned with a banner bearing images of destroyed Israeli armored vehicles and a rejected-looking Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister. Dozens of armed Hamas fighters had formed a cordon around the open area where the release took place, apparently to control crowds of onlookers. The 3 hostages were identified as Eli Sharabi, Or Levy, and Ohad Ben-Ami. And in sports, Arsenal have made Nigeria striker Victor Osimhen their top transfer target for the summer window as they cool their interest in Aston Villa forward Oli Watkins. The Gunners, who trail Premier League leaders Liverpool by 6 points, have identified the Galatasaray striker as a key addition to bolster their attacking options. Osimhen, who was crowned 2023 CAF African Footballer of the Year, has been in a scintillating form since joining the Turkish Giants on loan from Napoli in September, scoring 17 goals and providing 6 assists in 22 appearances across all competitions this season. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka, and also on X at ABS Radio TV, even on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log into our website by logging on to www.absradiotv.com. To end the news, here are the main points. ARS has declared zero tolerance for cash revenue collection in Anambra State. Anambra lawmakers have paid condolence visit to the family of their fallen colleague. Police have arrested 82 suspects for multi-dollar cyber fraud. And on the foreign scene, Hamas has handed over 3 Israeli hostages in 5th Gaza exchange. Remember, the security is yet to stay in Anambra State in the Anambra. Remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800 220008. And that's the end of the news on ABS Television Oka. I am Ogene Romeo Gogome. Thanks for watching.